So Jamie's Bass World, he plays Music Man Sterling basses. We're currently carrying 3 on this run. Those 2 there's the main in both tunings. Then there's also a 3rd which is currently in the dressing room he's using to warm up with. He's got a very simple setup. Music Man Sterling, and his amplification is courtesy of the Sansamp Bass Driver DI. That's it. We were using the rack-mounted Sansamp, but for purposes of fly touring, which we have been doing up until this American run, we did some stuff in South America, then over to America. The rack-mounted Sansamp isn't multi-voltage, so it would mean having to mess about with the transformer at each gig. And these I've used with another band and was really impressed with them. So we pulled a sound on these. It goes straight out to monitors in front of house, a little bit through a wedge, so he's got a bit of something on stage, and that's it. That's as complicated as his bass rig is right now. As I say, that's really kind of a fly rig, so it's easy. When we leave here, we're flying up to Mexico to do some bits and pieces. Those will come with me, and that's it. That's his bass sound right there. You know, it makes life so much easier. They run on phantom power or 9-volt battery. There's no messing about, and you take your sound with you. Matt is pretty much he's just as simple, really. Carrying 2 Kirk Hammett signature Relict V's and 2 Les Pauls, 2 Les Paul custom, 1 black, 1 white. The white one's in the dressing room. He uses that to warm up with. And we got those are the attention to details on those Hammett guitars is ridiculous. They're fantastic. They're a bit. There's nothing to them. There's no weight in the wood at all. So, I mean, it's 110 degrees out there today, and they do kind of struggle a bit. Bless them, you know. But they're all good. We get around it. So signal path, I mean, it's so simple. He uses his wireless, out the wireless. That's just essentially just use it as a mute for his guitars. Bass, same with Jamie on the other side with the bass. Out the wireless into the AB, and then he just goes out there then into the Sansamp, which we spoke about before. Matt goes out to the Kemper, which we've just started using. How long we've been using them? So just before the start of this touring cycle, we started using the Kemper, and everyone's really happy with it. Matt's really happy with it. Dave Nutbrown, front of house guy, is happy with it, and so am I. And that's it. That's his rig. The profile in the Kemper is the album sound. So the album that they've just released, Venom, was done on. It was using Kempers in the studio. So we got a hold of the files for the album, tweaked it a little bit, and that's it. So what you're hearing out front is the sound that's on the record.
Padge guitars, ESP, his own custom. They made them for him to his spec. Basically, they took, I think it was like the Dave Mustaine shape. Dave Mustaine had this shape before, and then when he went to Dean or wherever, they wanted somebody to have a, you know, they still wanted to keep the V shape, so they kind of passed it on to Padge, but put his, you know, our custom inlay in, and etc. etc. Total Guitar. That's my little mod. That's my mod off the front of a magazine. But yeah, he's got this one, just 2 different tunings as a backup, and then they've just recently, because some of the newer songs have got bits of whammy bar in, so they've been kind enough to make us a model with you know, with a Floyd Rose on. So it's exactly the same. It's just got the Floyd Rose and obviously the locking nut on the end. But available in all good guitar stores. Although not some of them, because we had trouble. Some places wouldn't sell it because it had a gun on it.
What kind of EMGs are those?
Yeah, the 81 and whatever that one is.
85.
85.
Classic. Cool.
Yeah. It's, you know, it's the kind of bog standard, really. But yeah, it's, you know, it's all good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's all simple, really. We've kept it simple just to, you know, because we're supporting. You know, we don't want to bring low. You know, it's like, you know, you've got 5 minutes, push on, go. So it's just the battery compartment for the EMGs. Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen one like that before. Looks like
Just well, it's ease of access, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Not when it's really
It doesn't want to work on camera.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's save
cool.
taking
I've
off
never
the.
seen one like that.
Yeah, you know, keep it simple, because that's it. I just drag this on stage on my little rack, and that's me. That's my gig there. All right. Well, we go guitar, radio pack into the receiver. Sennheiser receivers, and we come. I don't know how much you'll see. I'm going to show you the nest. Then I'm coming out of the receivers into. I've got a looper. It's got like 4 loops on it. So one wireless is going into like the in, and then the other wireless is coming into a return. And then with the MIDI switcher, I can change. So you know, when I swap guitars, it's all done by ear basically. I've got on one of the loops on here, I've got these wah pedal going out, so I can turn that on and off. It's all MIDI control changes from the Roland. Come out into a hum eliminator just to get rid of a hum. Out of the hum eliminator into the Kemper, and then I come out of the Kemper left and right. Left's going into. I've got 2 MIDI AB boxes because I have. We want separate channels for the dirty sounds and the clean sounds. You see, I don't want the dirty and the clean all going down the same channel to the desk. So I've got 2 MIDI AB boxes to split the. So when I press a clean patch, it's the MIDI AB boxes are sending it one way, basically coming out of here into it's a 4 DIs. That's 4 DIs basically. So it's just splitting the signal stereo. So that's what they're for. But it's all MIDI. I'm triggering it all MIDI. I've just programmed this just to send MIDI program changes to change the patches on the. Sorry.
It's all good.
To change the patches on the Kemper, and then control changes to turn on the stomps and to change the looper, and change the MIDI AB boxes basically. So it's all controlled by MIDI changes, but it's, you know, but that's the whole, everything's in the crux of it is the Kemper. That's all the sounds are in there. And the rest of it's just rerouting signals basically. But yeah, the tone's all in there. It's from the we got the profile that they used on the album on a stick. You know, they were like, well, we're tracking. We took down to the studio just all the amps we had. We found the best one. They got the sound. We profiled it with the Kemper, and then they actually tracked the album with the Kemper. And I was like, oh, all right, let's get some Kempers. Give me that profile, bosh, in there. So I've got the sound that's on the album for life. Can't lose. So yeah, Kemper. Woo.
Do you know what the amp was that they profiled?
It was a 6505 and one of the oversized Mesa 4x12s. But you can profile all that. It went through the board as well, and all their kind of preamps and everything, and then we profiled the whole chain basically. So, you know. But yeah, that's, you know, it sounds great. They sound great. It's amazing.
Obviously, this isn't how it's set up. It's because the rises, it's enormous. It's 8x10, so we have to split up to get on off the stage. So this normally lives there. So you've got 2 24s he's using this time. You have 22-inch kicks before on the the red kit, if the fans can remember that one. Same again, pill reference, right, top of the range, with the custom finish. It's a snake skin. Obviously the Venom connection with the album. Sizes, so we've got the 10, 12 ton around here. 10 and the 12 tons. 16 floor there. 14 by 8 snare drum, which is an absolute cracker. We've got an 18 floor back there. The Portran Davis thumper, butt kicker, whatever you want to call it. Theirs is different than everyone else's. As I said, the old school style was to clamp the speakers hanging off the bottom, it's weighed a ton, but everything's all in the stool. This is connected to the amp over here via this cable, which is not plugged in yet. And there's another various controls, see how it works. So obviously every time it's the kick drum, and actually this gong drum will set it off as well. You'll get a thump from that, because that's just the low end off this drum is unbelievable. Demon drives, chain drives rather than direct drives. As soon as he gets a bit of feel off those, and that's just a bit of skateboard grip tape. Just keep them non-slippy with sweat and water flying about. DD30 we use for the triggers on the kick drums, which is purely we use as an in-ear reference.
So it doesn't go to front of house?
No, this is we have to speak. We have the mics in the kicks for the front of the house. This is just purely for an in-ear mix.
Hey, just Herman here from Dragon Force. I'm geeking the hell out of myself and you guys on Gear Gods.
Hi, this is Gian Zalone from Dragon Force and you are geeking out to Gear Gods.
Hi, this is Vadim from Dragon Force and you're geeking out to Gear Gods.